Clutch Cargo with his pals Spinner and Paddlefoot in another exciting adventure, Global Test Flight. Andy Anderson, backyard aircraft designer, tensely watches his latest creation.
So far, so good, Paddlefoot. Pull out, boys. Pull out.
2,300 miles an hour, Spinner. But hold on.
I'm holding as tight as I can, Clutch.
And just across the field at the P.J. Colosso Aircraft Company, we find two more interested spectators. P.J. Colosso, chairman of the board, and his chief designer, Willie, back to the old drawing board Fredykins.
That's Clutch Cargo flying Andy Anderson's latest design. But wait till they see ours, eh, Willie?
But, P.J., our design still has a few bugs in it, and we don't even have a pilot.
Nonsense, Willie. I think of everything. I advertised in the want ads for a pilot, and he's waiting outside now.
But P.J., what about the bugs?
That'll be his worry. Come in, sir.
Bamshot is the name. Colonel Bascom T. Bamshot, Pilot Excelsior, at your service.
Bam shot or boom shot? You look just like the man I need to fly our newest creation.
But, P.J., sir, we're not quite ready. The bugs, remember?
Nonsense. Come on. I want Colonel Boomshot to see our entry in the global flight test.
Oh, my.
There she is, all ready to go.
But P.J., sir, there's still a few stress problems to test.
Nonsense. She's fit as a fiddle. Why, I'd fly her myself. Well, just put it back together and be ready for takeoff at daylight, Willie.
Oh, dear. Oh, my. How'd she go, Clutch?
Beautiful, Andy. I think you got a winner.
She flies perfect, Mr. Andy.
Fine. We're ready for the global test flight on schedule.
Now how about briefing us our flight plan?
The maps and checklist are right inside the hangar. Now, here's our plan, boys, and keep it under your hats until takeoff. This test calls for perfect performance in all kinds of weather. Thunderheads, hurricanes, heat barriers, refueling at 50,000 feet, radar instrument and weightlessness test, 9G pullout, inverted flight in acrobats, and as the finale, you'll fly under the Golden Gate Bridge.
Paddlefoot! Paddlefoot, come back here!
There must have been something on the checklist that frightened him.
We haven't time to play games now.
Fine rig cargo Scott here.
Now, I'll explain the course to you.
Plenty tricky exhaust valves. The latest spark and flubers on the Swetzenhausens. Maybe I should, Yeah, I think I should.
Uh-oh, looks like trouble, and even before the big test starts. Be sure to tune in for the next exciting episode with Clutch Cargo. Clutch Cargo with his pals Spinner and Paddlefoot in another exciting adventure, Global Test Flight. You remember last time, Clutch and Company had agreed to fly Andy Anderson's latest jet design in a global test flight. The Colosso Company would test their latest design, too. Colonel Bamshot, Colosso's pilot, was examining Andy's jet.
Maybe I should,
With everything in readiness, early next morning,
There she is, fueled up and ready to go.
She sure is a beauty. Golly. Every time I think about flying around the world, the butterflies in my stomach start flapping their wings.
I wonder how Colosso's making out across the field.
I hear they got a new hot pilot named Bamshot.
Well, I hope he's ready. Takeoff's in 2 minutes.
Let's just see what's going on over at Colosso Aircraft.
You sure you fixed these wings on good and tight, Willie?
Oh, yes, sir. I worked all night to make it ready for the big flight.
Well, I think you just ought to ride along to make sure nothing goes wrong.
Oh, no, thank you, sir. I never go up. I don't believe in taking unnecessary chances.
Well, now, isn't that just dandy, Willie?
I think so. It's the only practical way to be.
I quite agree. I don't like taking unnecessary chances either. So, come with me.
Please, sir, I just design them. I never go up. As a matter of fact, I've never been up. And this is no time to start on a global test flight.
Well, you're going on one now. By the by, how do you start this thing?
Well, here's the starter button. Just push it.
Get set, Spinner. Paddlefoot. Here we go. That's funny. Starter won't catch.
What's wrong, Clutch?
I don't know. Started okay yesterday.
Hey, Clutch, hurry. That other plane is taking off already.
Should start, Clutch. Try her one more time.
Look, something's bugging out the tailpipe.
Bubble gum.
Bubble gum? Someone tried to gum up the valves.
Stand back. Hang on, Spinner. That thing will blast us off any second. Put on your oxygen masks. This is gonna be a zero launch.
What a takeoff! What a takeoff! Good luck, boys!
Bubblegum explosion gave us just the boost we needed to catch up, Spinner.
Yeah, Clutch. And if they're the ones that did it, it backfired on them.
We're approaching the storm area. Time for the turbulence test. Tighten your seatbelts. You'll be getting plenty choppy.
Put me down. Take me back. Let me out.
Will you shut up and leave me concentrate on the sun ahead, you bumblehead?
Oh, yeah.
Clutch, our wings are bending.
Can Clutch's plane possibly stay together? Be sure to tune in for the next exciting episode with Clutch Cargo. Clutch Cargo with his pals Spinner and Paddlefoot in another exciting adventure, Global Test Flights. You remember last time, Colonel Bamshot, the pilot for the Colosso Company, had put bubble gum in the tailpipe of Clutch's jet. Clutch used the big bubble to help him take off. As they continued on, the first test was for turbulence.
Clutch, our wings are bending.
Flying at this speed, it's hailstones we have to look out for.
Clutch Cargo's right behind us.
Just what I've been waiting for. I brought along a little surprise.
What do you mean?
Cloud seeding.
Cloud seeding?
Yeah, with dry ice. Makes hailstones as big as cannonballs.
Clutch, hailstones. They're as big as baseballs.
At this speed, it could poke holes right through us.
Oh, dear me, you knocked them out of the sky. They're falling. They're disappearing.
They wanted to test that dud in all kinds of weather, so I gave it to them.
Too bad they couldn't pass.
That leaves just us. Sit back and relax. The rest will be smooth sailing.
Hey, Clutch, it's clearing ahead. The weather's clearing.
go right into the supersonic and G pull-out test. Sonic barrier never phases. Now for the 9G pull-out. Get set. Here goes. Holding up beautifully. Hang on to your hats. We'll go right into the negative G run. Here goes.
Whee! I like this better. And look at Paddlefoot.
Andy's sure got a good plane here. Our recording instruments will have all the data from the judges.
Hey, Clutch, the radar screen. Hurricane ahead over the ocean.
Right, Spinner. Right on schedule. We're at a rendezvous with the refueling plane in the eye of that hurricane.
Good thing. We're just about out of fuel.
As Clutch and company head into the hurricane area, we race on ahead to find Colonel Bamshot and Willie, who, by cutting the corners of the test flight, have reached the refueling plane ahead of schedule.
That does it, boys. You can cut off now. My tanks are full. See you next year.
But what about Clutch Cargo?
You can forget about him. We lost him in a hailstorm back there.
We're in the eye of the hurricane. But where's the refueling plane, Clutch? We're 1,000 miles over the ocean.
That's the end of our fuel. Flame out.
Flame out. The most frightening sound for any jet pilot. Are they done for? Be sure to tune in for the next exciting episode with Clutch Cargo. Clutch Cargo with his pals Spinner and Paddlefoot in another exciting adventure, Global Test Flight. You remember last time, Clutch and company on a global test flight in a jet have completed several hard tests. They have to refuel inside the center of a hurricane. As they arrive at the spot,
We're 1,000 miles over the ocean.
That's the last of our fuel. Flame out.
Clutch, we're headed for the ocean.
Mayday. Mayday. Clutch Cargo on global test flight. Out of fuel. Flame out. Going down. Longitude 40 degrees. Latitude 33 degrees. Altitude 25,000 feet. Dropping fast. We can see the ocean. Mayday. Mayday.
Colonel, it's Clutch Cargo. They didn't go down in that hailstorm after all.
I heard them, you fool. No time to go back now.
But, Colonel, that's not cricket.
Ha ha! Who cares? I am out to win at any cost.
If I could fly this thing, I'd go back and drop Clutch Cargo a life raft. Andy Anderson built that plane, and he's a friend of mine.
Oh, dry up.
Colonel Bamshot, you are a beast and a scoundrel. Oh, what am I ever going to do?
You can shut up.
Mayday. We're down to 5,000 feet.
Help!
that's Cargo. Refueling plane to Clutch Cargo. We are in your vicinity. Can you see us?
There they are! The refueling ship! Behind us!
We can see you, Charlie. About 2 miles astern at about 7,000 feet.
Hang on, Cargo. We're coming in on top of you.
Roger, Charlie. That ocean's looking wetter by the second.
We are extending the probe.
I'm in position. Throttle back.
Can't you get it, Clutch?
Contact. Got it. Just in time. Feather up, Charlie. And clean the windshield and check the tires. That does it, Charlie. You saved our lives.
Glad to oblige, Cargo. We almost lost you.
Take her away. Everything's operating normally, Spinner. It's a good time to run our heat barrier test. I'm going to pop in the afterburner.
It's Clutch Cargo! Hooray! Yippee! They're okay!
Well, fire me! That character must have a charmed life.
They're breaking the heat barrier. Attaboy, Clutch!
Well, two can play this game.
He's too hot for us! He's getting away!
Oh, yeah? I got something up my sleeve for hot pilots like Clutch Cargo. A heat-seeking, side-winding rocket missile.
Oh, no, not that. No, it'll fly right up their tailpipe!
Clutch, behind us!
Oh, no. A heat-seeking, side-winding rocket missile.
Oh, no. Bamshot has fired a heat-seeking missile at Clutch's plane. How can they escape? Be sure to tune in for the next exciting episode with Clutch Cargo. Clutch Cargo with his pal Spinner and Paddlefoot in another exciting adventure, Global Test Flight. You remember last time, Clutch's plane was refueled in the air. Once back on course, they continued their global test flight. When Colonel Bamshot found his other tricks didn't work, he fired a heat-seeking rocket missile at Clutch's plane.
Clutch, behind us!
Oh, no. A heat-seeking, side-winding rocket missile.
Clutch, it's catching us!
I'll shut off the afterburner and die. I'll release a flare. Maybe it'll home on that.
Bullseye, Clutch! The rocket homed in on the flare!
Let's hope that guy doesn't have another heat seeker. We don't have any more flares.
Clutch outsmarted you again.
Oh, yeah? Nobody outsmarts me. Colonel Bascom T. Bamshot.
Oh, no, Colonel. Not that. Not the cannon.
Will you shut up? I know what I'm doing.
But...
Let's see. First, I line up smart Mr. Cargo at the gun sight. Then, I pull this trigger.
Oh, no. No.
Goodbye, Mr. Cargo.
No. That's the seat ejector. I kept trying to tell him he was pulling the wrong lever.
Hey, Clutch! Colonel Bamshot just ejected himself!
I'll call the Coast Guard to pick him up.
Help! What'll I do? 50,000 feet up, no parachute, no pilot, and I don't know how to fly.
Hey, that sounds like Willie Fredikins. What's he doing up here?
Help, Clutch! Colonel Bamshot hijacked me. He ejected himself trying to shoot you down. I haven't got a parachute. I can't fly.
Well, hang on, Willie. You're about to learn how. Your ship wants to fly straight and level by itself. All it needs is a little help from you.
But how do I do that, Clutch?
Your nose is dropping. Ease the stick toward you. To lower the nose, ease the stick forward. That's got it. We made it. There's the landing field just ahead. Lower your flaps and landing gear, and I'll choke you in. Pull your throttle back. Hold your nose up. Good show, Willie.
They made it. They've made it. You are witnessing the finish of the greatest global test night in history.
You did it, Clutch boy.
We heard the whole thing over the short wave. Bamshot was picked off an iceberg.
And we just heard from Jet's capital city that both jets did so well, both PJ and I are getting contracts.
You not only have a fine designer in Willie Fredikins, but he's now a top-notch test pilot as well.
And nobody will ever call me a Freddy Cat again.
And so ends the story of Clutch Cargo and his pals Spinner and Paddlefoot and the Global Test Flight. Be sure to tune in for the next exciting adventure with Clutch Cargo.
Almost 5 centuries ago, a young man who was destined to be one of the world's greatest navigators sailed from Portugal to the newly discovered island of Madeira, a distance of 530 miles. His name was Christopher Columbus, and the purpose of his visit was to marry a young girl whom he had met in Lisbon. He sailed under the flag of Portugal, the same flag that now waves over our ship as we approach the same island. The purpose of our visit is to see what has happened to romantic Madeira since the visit of Christopher Columbus. And insofar as romance is the inspiration of this journey, it is fitting that we should begin it with a song.
On the island of Madeira, where the moonbeams kiss the sea, there's a dear one in Madeira, waiting patiently for me. I recall the moon was shining when she first said she'd be mine. Soon we found our lips combining in a kiss as sweet as wine. That night while moonbeams were dancing, we started romancing beneath the moonlit sky. We vowed to each other that there'd be no other, but soon we said goodbye. In my heart there's nothing dearer than that magic rendezvous on the island of Madeira, where my dream of love came true.
And so, on wings of song, we arrive at Funchal, the capital and chief seaport of Madeira, where the fragrance of flowers and the balmy atmosphere of spring mingles with the welcome of a simple and kindly people. Many of the native people are descended from the Portuguese explorer, Zargo, who became the first governor of Madeira, and even the humblest flower girl may boast of her Zargo ancestors, who wore costumes centuries ago, not unlike those worn by the flower girls today. At all seasons of the year, flowers bloom in Madeira, but in the spring it is a veritable garden, and aside from the carpets of wildflowers that extend from the hilltops to the sea, the meanest wall in the darkest alley is adorned by colorful blooms. And now we are gazing upon Columbus Street, where the adventurous Christopher Columbus is said to have walked with his young bride, boasting perhaps of lands beyond the dark Atlantic, which he was destined to discover. And down in the center of Funchal, this historic old cathedral associates itself with another famous name. For it was here, it is said, that the defeated Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte was permitted to rest while en route to his banishment in St. Helena. His star of destiny had failed him, and here alone in this remote old house of worship, he knelt and prayed. Perhaps the world's most primitive method of transportation is to be found in Madeira, where the carro sledge is still in practical use. This crude conveyance was invented by an English army officer for the convenience of his wife, who was an invalid. The streets are covered with small, closely packed cobblestones, which receive a high degree of polish, and also considerable grease from the lubricated runners constantly passing over them. An excursion to the summit of the highest mountain by a funicular railway train and the descent by basket sledge along this cobblestone path affords the chief thrill of a visit to Madeira. After guiding the sledges to their destination at the foot of the mountain, the men carry them back to the summit, a distance of at least 2 miles. When we admire Madeira needlework in the smart shops of London, Paris, and New York, it is difficult to realize that much of it originated in these humble surroundings, where women and young girls sit outside their simple cottages, embroidering exquisite patterns within view of the blue Atlantic and the azure skies beyond. A few miles from Funchal is a picturesque little fishing village, where we are told the discoverers of Madeira first landed. It was over 500 years ago, and it all happened as a result of a shipwreck, in which a few of the survivors were washed upon this shore. Among them were the owners of the ship, a wealthy young couple, who were eloping from their ancestral homes in Europe. Although the young lovers found their Isle of Romance to be a veritable paradise, the hardships which they had encountered soon overcame them, and their graves became the first human landmarks on the island of Madeira. Such is the story that has been handed down from generation to generation by the fishermen of this quaint little village. And now our delightful day on the Isle of Romance is drawing to a close. We'll have one last sip of that rare old vintage for which Madeira is famous, and then we'll go aboard the great ocean liner which patiently awaits us in the harbor. There is always a touch of pathos in the hearts of most visitors departing from this little island in the Atlantic, where about 70,000 inhabitants depend largely upon tourist trade for their existence. This may account somewhat for the merchants who follow us out to sea in small boats, hoping to sell us at bargain prices choice objects which we may have neglected to purchase on land. And so, as the golden sun sets into a tranquil sea, we turn for a farewell glance at the Isle of Romance, where the long, low clouds of twilight linger in the valleys like mantles of peace. Scenes like these provoke sentiment, and it is only natural that we should depart as we arrived, in the spirit of song.
Than that magic rendezvous on the island of Madeira, where my dream of love came true.
right, bring it up, bring it up. No more excitement here. Good evening, Mr. Wayne.
What happened, Davis?
We just had a killing here.
Who was it?
Don't know. Some fellow just entering the building when he was shot. He must have been going up to see the governor.
Is the governor still in his office?
Yes, his secretary just told me he's expecting you.
Thanks. Good evening, Mr. Wayne. How are you, Wells?
Yes?
Mr. Wayne is here, sir.
Send him right in.
Go right in. The governor's considerably upset. Hello, Governor.
Hello, Bob.
You heard about the killing?
Yes. The dead man was Arthur Chambers, the greatest criminologist in the country. Only he and I were supposed to know that he was to meet me here tonight.
Well, someone else had to know, or he wouldn't have been shot.
Dr. Satan knew.
Dr. Satan?
Yes. Dr. Satan had him killed.
Then some of the rumors about this mysterious Dr. Satan are true.
All of them are probably true. Dr. Satan's spies have penetrated even the police department. The situation is so serious that I'm going to call 4 companies of the National Guard.
Well, if this Dr. Satan is so powerful, won't he strike at you when he hears about that order?
Yes. Yes, I suppose he will. As a matter of fact, I've already been threatened. That's why I sent for you. Bob, for the first time in my life, I'm really worried. Not only for myself, but because I may be killed before I can accomplish certain things that are desperately in need of accomplishment. I sent for you because there is something I want you to hear from me, rather than read in a will after I'm dead.
Don't talk like that, sir.
Sit down, my boy. I can give you the information I want you to have best if I reminisce a little. As you know, I'm not a native of this state. I was born and raised on a cattle ranch in Arizona. The best friend I ever had was a young puncher who came out of Texas to ride for my father. For the moment, we'll call him Smith. Smith and I were inseparable until the word spread that he was riding with a wild bunch. He quit the ranch, and soon after, a series of raids began by an unknown masked rider called the Copperhead.
Copperhead? I've heard of him somewhere. Was he your friend Smith?
Yes. He was called the Copperhead because he always wore this copper mask. Whenever he made a raid or had to kill a man, one of these copper serpents were always found at the scene.
But what has all this to do with me, sir?
The Copperhead was your father.
My father?
Yes, Bob. Your father died a few months after you were born, and your mother died the next winter. I started then to look after your affairs, and you've been with me ever since.
I realize I never knew much about my parents. Somehow, I've always regarded you as my father. It's a little tough to learn now that my real dad was a criminal.
Now, wait a minute, my boy. I told you your dad righted some wrongs badly in need of righting. That's the plain, simple truth. Don't ever forget it.
Thank you, sir. I never will. Do you mind if I leave now, sir?
Of course not. See me in the morning. Don't ever feel anything but pride in your father, Bob. He was the most courageous man I've ever known. Why, if the Copperhead were alive today, he'd run this Dr. Satan to earth before he could strike another blow.
Thanks. Good night, sir.
Good night, my boy. Copperhead were alive today, he'd run this Dr. Satan to earth before he could strike another blow. With 4 companies of the National Guard, you are instructed to accomplish this transfer immediately. It is also my desire... Who are you and what are you doing here?
appointment was for midnight, Your Excellency.
Wells.
Wells, who is this man who just came in?
Dr. Satan.
Tell the police why you killed the governor, or I'll drop you in the street.
No! I'll tell all I know!
Now talk. You heard me, talk! I didn't want to do it. Dr. Satan made me. If I refused to kill the governor, Dr. Satan would kill me.
You heard me talk.
I didn't want to do it. Dr. Satan made me. If I refused to kill the governor, Dr. Satan would kill me.
That clinches it, Mr. Wayne. This fellow killed the governor, all right. But now we've got to find out who this Dr. Satan is.
Hiya, Chief.
Reporters.
Bob Wayne, how are you?
I'm all right, Spade. It's good to see you again.
This is Lois Scott, our top sob sister.
Glad to know you, Mr. Wayne.
Thanks. I'm glad to know you too, Miss Scott.
Is that the killer?
I'm going to question him now. You can stay and listen, but I'll tell you how much you can use.
That's okay with us, Chief. Get a shot of him, Speed.
Who is this Dr. Satan?
I don't know. None of us know. But he killed the governor, and he killed all of us.
If you don't know who he is, how do you get your orders?
Through this. My control disc. Dr. Satan talks to me through this.
Dr. Satan, the police have captured Corby.
Capture Corby?
Yes, sir. They're questioning him now.
What is your next job for Dr. Satan?
To get Thomas Scott, the inventor.
What? That's my father.
What does Dr. Satan want Scott for?
Scott has an invention Dr. Satan wants.
An invention Dr. Satan will soon possess. You could not protect Governor Bronson. You cannot protect Scott any more than you can protect Corbeil, who knows the penalty for treason to me is death.
Corbeil told too much. They'll warn Scott.
Of course. But I'll get those plans away from him tonight. I must get him. Scott's remote control cell is all I need. Once I equip the robot with that device, there is no limit to the power and wealth I can command.
But Dr. Satan, the police.
Police will be fast, but I'll be faster. Scott is returning to Capital City tonight from Washington with the plans. I'll take Corwin and Gort, and we'll catch the train in Maple Junction.
Now, young lady, nobody's going to kill your father. We'll call Miles City and have them put a detective on the train to guard him. You come into the teletype room with me.
Chief, I feel I have a personal interest in this Dr. Satan. Can you deputize me and let me help hunt him down?
Why, sure, Bob. Glad to have you. This way, please.
Speed, have you still got that racing job?
Have I? I've got it better and faster. When you ought to see
All
it.
right, we're going to need it as soon as I can find out the number of Scott's compartment. Come on.
All I know is Chief Land sent out a request for one of us to catch this train and ride in with you. We'll probably know more about it when we get there.
I hope so.
So, thanks. Don't mind if I do. Might as well get comfortable for the rest of the night.
Any time now, Doctor. They're settling down for the night.
Good.
Cut back to Capital City on the Valley Highway. We'll catch her in that straight stretch.
Okay. Mask.
If we can beat her to the crossing, we'll make it. I can make it.
Here's a baggage check. The plans must be in the baggage car safe. We'll go up and get them.
Mr. Scott? Mr. Scott?
What is it?
I have some important information for you. May I come in?
Just a moment. Come in.
I'm Bob Wayne, Mr. Scott. I'm glad to see that the Miles City detective caught the train.
I must ask you to explain your business briefly, young man. It's late and I'm tired.
Mr. Scott, Dr. Satan may try to attack you on this train tonight. If he does, I want to be here.
Well, then, perhaps I can accommodate you. I am Dr. Satan. This pneumatic pistol is practically noiseless and fires a small hypodermic needle which contains a strong poison. You will be dead before we leave this room. Briefcase from the baggage car and make it to in town.
Right.
Thanks.
Just reported. A man in a copper mask jumped him and knocked him out. When he came to, the briefcase was gone and that copper snake was in his hand.
The Copperhead. I'll have the plans to Scott's remote control cell before morning. He's having a trial run on the Turner yacht tonight. We got Bolton planted in Turner's shipyard. I want to talk to him. Then I'll go to Scott's place in Lomond Park.
Good morning, Alice.
Good morning, Mr. Scott.
Oh, Alice, this is Mr. Wayne. Bob, this is my secretary, Miss Brent.
How do you do, Miss Brent?
How do you do, Mr. Wayne?
Why? That's my briefcase.
The messenger boy just arrived with it.
The plans. Why, they're all here.
It seems to be for you, Mr. Scott.
Dear sir, herewith are the plans to your remote control cell, Copperhead. I wish I knew him. I certainly owe him a great debt of gratitude.
Perhaps you will know him someday, Mr. Scott.
Well, I'll put these safely away.
Mr. Scott, are you sure that this safe is protection enough against Dr. Satan?
Yes, ample protection. That switch operates an invention of my own. A controlled electric current sufficient to knock a man unconscious.
I see. I'm naturally interested in your control cell, Mr. Scott. Mind if I come back tonight and watch you conduct the experiment?
Certainly not. We're glad to have you.
Well, then I won't delay any longer. See you tonight.
Lois and I are going out to the shipyard. We'll walk out with you. Come along, Lois. My control panel.
Good evening, Mr. Scott.
Who are you? What do you want here? What has happened to my control panel?
I will answer those questions. I'm Dr. Satan, and I have your control panel.
Dr. Satan? What do you want with me?
I want a complete set of plans for your remote control cell. If you care to be reasonable in the matter, you'll be handsomely rewarded.
I refuse to give them to you at any price.
You're testing that invention tonight on Turner's yacht. Your daughter is aboard that yacht. My men have wired explosives into the fuel tanks. The fuse is connected with a speed indicator. When the boat attains a speed of 25 knots, those charges will be fired.
I don't believe it. I still refuse to give you the plans.
I anticipated you might be stubborn. Perhaps a little time will change your mind, particularly when you realize that each minute will bring your daughter a minute closer to death. Sit down. can readily see, Mr. Scott, you are absolutely at my mercy. Any sensible person who loved his daughter would surrender the plans.
I'll surrender the plans.
Alice, what happened?
The men tied me up in the barn.
Are they still there?
I think so.
Go, police.
Drop that gun, Dr. Satan.
Copperhead.
I'll take those plans. Mr. Scott, call the police and tell them we'll bring Dr. Satan in.
He won't if he wants his daughter to live.
He's right. I don't dare. The yacht has been mined to explode at a certain speed. He has the control panel. Unless he gives orders to stop it, Lois will be killed.
You're a prisoner now, Dr. Satan. If Miss Scott is killed, you'll stand trial for murder. Perhaps you'd better change your plan.
And if I agree to have the yacht return safely to shore, what are your terms?
I'll hold you here until we've heard from Miss Scott. Then I'll give you 15 minutes start.
Very well. I'll give you the order.
Several hours to revive you from that shock. Without him to stop the test, Lois will be killed.
What time does the test start?
10 o'clock. Dr. Satan said I had until 10:30 before the ship will be blown up.
Contact the yacht on the shortwave radio.
We're now officially on the test, Captain Lathrop. It's 10 o'clock, and I have personally checked to see the government seals on all hatches and engine room companionways are intact.
And from now on, we'll be guided by Mr. Scott on shore through his remote control cell, right?
That's right. He's already taken over your steering apparatus.
Well, if I wasn't watching this, I wouldn't believe it.
No wonder Dr. Satan wants control of this invention.
It's no use. The radio is out. Dr. Satan would see to that.
What's the yacht's location?
About 10 miles east of Middlebank Lightship.
I may be able to get there and warn them before the yacht blows up. You stay here till the police arrive.
The test is certainly working this far. It's amazing. Amazing.
I'll go to the radio room and call Father.
Up 5 knots already.
B4X2 calling W6XO.
We're gaining speed rapidly, much more than Mr. Scott indicated we would.
B4X2 calling W6XO.
Scott should know better than this. We're not built for this speed. Scott, have you contacted your father yet?
Not yet, Captain. This radio seems to be out.
Keep trying. Mr. Martin, will you please check our aerial?
Yes, sir.
Something must be wrong. Send some men out to Scott's and see what happened.
We have 5 minutes yet.
If you don't hear from Dr. Satan by 10:30, what will you do?
Just what I was told to do. Blow up the yacht.
There isn't any aerial, sir. It's been ripped away at the top of the radio room. It's a plain case of sabotage. Put your boat about, Captain.
You know we can't do that, sir. We're at the mercy of Scott's remote control panel.
B4X2 calling W6XO.
We'll get fire axes and break open the engine room companionways. I'll stop the ship if I have to cripple it.
The Copperhead.
This boat's mine.
Mine?
It'll blow up any minute. I've got a speedboat astern. Get into it. Where's Miss Scott?
B4X2 calling W6XO.
Miss Scott, we've got to get off this boat, quick.
Happy to have you with us this evening and want you to enjoy every minute of your stay here. And while you relax and stretch, visit our concession where you'll find something to please you. There are ice-cold drinks, delicious sandwiches, ice cream, coffee and snacks, and many other pleasing treats. Our foods are fresh and tasty, our drinks satisfying and refreshing. They're so good.
Way down in old Virginia, 300 years ago, Captain John Smith and Pocahontas trapped their meat and aged it slow. They smoked it and they spiced it too for flavor at its best. Genuine Smithfield barbecue surpasses all the rest.
Most great American traditions get better with the tellin', but James River's Smithfield barbecue gets better with the eatin'. At Smithfield, we still use the same famous recipe of herbs and spices. Our barbecue is still slow simmered in our secret sauce to perfection. And just like always, James River Smithfield barbecue is good enough to be a great snack, hearty enough to fill a pioneer's appetite. You'll understand why John Smith stayed in Old Virginia. One of the best things about this tradition is we make it quick and easy for you. Be sure to visit our concession stand now for James River's Smithfield Barbecue.
Thank you, Bud. Here's the new laxative advance for fast relief of temporary irregularity. It's new Seratan Plus in capsule form. And here's the big news about Seratan Plus. In a recent study, 94% of the people who tried Seratan Plus reported beneficial results with this new laxative advance. Seratan Plus works so much more effectively, yet is so kind to your system. So the next time you suffer from temporary irregularity, take Seratan Plus as directed. This new laxative advance must give you fast overnight relief, plus more gentle, dependable relief from temporary irregularity, or your money back.
Be sure to ask for Seratan Plus.
sport of kings?
My bookmaker lives like one.
I'll bet.
You admiring your polished prose?
No, your picture.
Charlene Reston's much prettier.
You know, this will be the 27th case of yours I've covered.
Maybe you're my good luck charm.
If I thought so, I'd consider jumping off the train.
I make good copy, don't I?
Sure, I've got a Pulitzer Prize to prove it.
Quit trying to reform me.
I don't give a hoot about you.
Save your lecture about the majesty of the law, or I'll throw you off the train.
You don't scare me, except when you're in a courtroom.
Springfield in 5 minutes, sir.
Oh, well, Willie. Agreed. Forget the change.
Thank you very much, Mr. Blaine.
Where is he? I can't see him.
All right, all right. Take it easy now.
There he is.
Hey! Oh, look at you. Golly, how big you are. Hello, Diane.
Hello, Jim.
Here, let me look at you.
Grown, haven't they?
So fast. How are the electric trains?
Haven't got them anymore. They're mine now.
How's your mother?
She's fine.
Why can't I go with you, Dad?
Maybe you can join me. You can stay in Desert Valley.
The boys are in school.
Well, just for a week.
Can't we, Ma? Sometimes we get sick and stay out that long.
Your father will be very busy. We'd only be in the way.
Yeah, Mommy's right. Now, you take care of everything, you hear? I gotta go. You're big guys now. You take care of Mommy and look after her. I'll write to you. I'll call you as soon as I get there. Bye. Bye.
Nice family.
It wasn't for publication.
I'm just making mental notes on a book I'll probably never write.
Didn't even bring anything for the kids. Forgot.
Like to read something interesting?
Who's it from?
Convict number 673066, namely Benson Powell.
What's the point?
The point? A miscarriage of justice. I think he's innocent.
One, please.
Read the letter, please.
Oh, one case at a time.
You're the only one who could get a new trial for Powell.
I can recommend a fillet of sole.
I've decided on the steak.
Rare?
Yes.
May I?
Thank you.
Friendly natives.
Don't throw pennies.
Hello? I'm Paul Vernon.
Well, hello. Ralph Adams, New York Bulletin.
How do you do?
Hello.
Pleasant trip?
Unusually. Nice welcoming committee.
All prospective jurors.
Well, at least the weather's warm.
I'll see you later at the hotel.
All right.
The car's over this way.
Oh, fine. Thank you very much. You want to follow us with those two?
Smart-looking fellow, that lawyer.
Mm-hmm. If he'd have been real smart, he never would have left New York.
Want me to drive?
Man could relax out here.
With what's confronting you, I hardly think so.
Which reminds me, did I come cheaper than the Legal Eagle from San Francisco?
I take it you're referring to Lester Rawlings.
Mm-hmm. I heard the Restons had him down as their first choice.
They did, but I persuaded them to retain you, despite your higher fee.
Coming from a Baltimore corporation lawyer, that's a compliment.
I'll pay you but one compliment, Mr. Blaine, if and when you win an acquittal. Mrs. Reston? Mr. Blaine.
How do you do? How's the water?
Find out for yourself. Oh, Paul, dig out a pair of trunks for Mr. Blaine.
Looks inviting.
Mr. Blaine?
Mr. Reston, how are you?
I thought you'd be an older man.
I thought you'd be a much more worried man.
When I spill a drink on the carpet, my butler cleans up after me.
When you spill blood, your lawyer is expected to do the same.
Exactly.
Did Larry Bell assault you? I'm defending you, not Mr. Vernon.
Would you care to see the dress?
Did he assault you?
Sounds like gutter talk.
It's a very acute observation. Did he?
Yes, he did.
For the first time?
Now, look here.
You be quiet until I come to you.
Mind your manners, Mr. Blaine.
Mr. Reston, I'm not impressed by you or your bank account. In fact, you irritate me.
Now, look here. It's about time.
That's more like it. That's the way I want to see you in court. Not as a cold fist, but as a man, outraged. Mrs. Reston, are you a faithful wife?
In my fashion.
Were you having an affair with Larry Bell?
He was a bartender.
Were you?
No.
Don't lie to me, or you'll have to get yourself another lawyer.
I saw Larry Bell just twice before.
Were you receptive to his advances?
Yes.
What happened the third time?
I was bored with him.
And you resisted him?
I ignored him.
To tease him?
You sound like a prosecutor.
Another acute observation. You're cleverer than I imagined. Did you want Bell to attack you?
You mean subconsciously?
No, consciously.
That's absurd, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't know. I have to think about it.
Mrs. Reston, as you move about from resort to resort, what else do you think about?
You're so right, Mr. Blaine.
I'll be at the Bolton Hotel.
We've arranged for you to stay here.
Oh, Mr. Blaine doesn't approve of us. No sense adding to the prejudice of the jurors. I don't want them to think I belong to Desert Valley.
A good point.
Perhaps another time, if you and your lovely wife manage by my sweat to escape the state penitentiary.
I'll be seeing you, Mr. Blaine.
Honestly, I was only doing 80.
I'll take your word for it, Mr. Blaine. I'm Nick Hoke, sheriff of Bolton County.
Hello.
You want to follow me?
Where to? Traffic court?
I'd hate to see you in any of our courts.
Thanks. Where are we going?
God's country. We got us a visitor from New York.
Hello.
How about a couple of beers? Mr. Blaine? Did you ever see anything like this before?
It's beautiful.
No swimming pools. None of those fancy Hawaiian sports shirts like in Desert Valley. Yeah, it cost me a pretty penny to level this off and dig a well.
Is this your place?
Mm-hmm. Who, Hank and Sarah?
Yeah.
They run it for me. Thanks.
Thank you. Well, I'd call it a natural paradise. I hadn't seen Hank and Sarah. They looked to me like the loneliest and unhappiest people I've ever seen.
Well, I got reason to be. You see, their son was shot down and killed last week. They're Larry Bell's folks. Larry Bell could run around Eurovia. Yep. He could have been one of the greatest halfbacks of all time. What a waste. What a lousy waste.
I saw you play once.
Ah.
Yep.
You did?
Yeah.
Where?
Chicago. College All-Star game, 1937. I remember you made a diving catch for a touchdown.
That was the last game I ever played.
You were All-American then, weren't you?
No, not exactly. Those Eastern newspaper guys. Well, that's a long time ago. You know, some nights I get to dreaming like I'm still playing. I'll never forget one night in my sleep, I busted right out of bed like I was going for a long pass. Crashed right into a window.
see Ray's out here.
Staley? He raises any hand he figures to beat.
Sounds like me.
Yeah? Well, it's your convenience anytime.
It's swanky, all right.
Mm-hmm. The governor stays here when he's in town.
Never in Desert Valley?
Not if he wants to stay governor.
Does the governor take orders from you?
He takes my advice. I gotta run now. See you boys around.
Yeah, thanks. Hell? Okay.
Jim? Billy Giles.
Billy, where are you?
Vegas.
Are you knocking him dead?
Dead? That's the word for it. The slot machines get more laughs than I do.
When am I going to see you?
Well, drive over when you can. It's only 150 miles. The highway runs right past all the crap tables.
Billy, can I have some more? Thank you.
By the way, Jim, they're betting 6-1 against you.
You get 10 grand down for me.
Now, seriously, Jim, I hated to see you take this one.
Make that 15 grand, Billy.
That should remind me of a story, but it doesn't. Okay, Jim, if you feel lonesome, give me a buzz.
All right, so long, Billy.
How's he doing?
He just didn't have it anymore. What a shame.
How can he make an audience laugh? They look at him and remember how he emptied a revolver into his wife and her lover.
That was 10 years ago, and he was acquitted.
Quite a feat, too. I don't think you convinced anybody but the jury.
Well, when it comes to picking jewelry...
I know. But this time you'll be forced to pick from Sheriff Hoke's private pork barrel.
Don't print this, but Mr. Hoke is the answer to my prayers.
Hoke? Mm-hmm. Don't tell me he's your gimmick in winning this case.
He is my only hope. When I get him on the witness stand, I'll cut him down to size, strip him of his convictions. When I finish with him, they'll arrest him for indecent exposure.
Hello?
Hello. This makes the second time today I've been picked up.
I called the hotel.
What's on your mind?
You. I hear you separated from your wife.
How does that concern you?
You interest me.
That's the reason my wife left me. I interest other women.
Can you forget for a while that I'm your client?
Whatever you say won't be held against you.
And where, Sheriff, did you see them together?
At the Waterhole Tavern, where Larry was standing bar.
Was Mr. Reston there also?
If he was, I didn't see him.
What did you see?
Mrs. Reston, sitting at the bar alone, acting chummy with Larry.
In your conversations with Larry Bell, did he ever mention Mrs. Reston by name?
He always called her that rich babe from Baltimore.
Do you recall his exact words concerning his relations with Mrs. Reston?
Yes. He said, I'm making time with her.
Thank you, Sheriff. I now turn you over to the New York lawyer. Your witness.
Your Honor, during the past week in this court, the prosecution has persisted in referring to me as the New York lawyer. It appears there's another defendant in the case, and the charge is that he is from New York City. To that count, I plead guilty as charged. Now, Sheriff Hoke, based on your experiences, what does the expression making time mean?
Well, it means that Larry Bell was having relations with Mrs. Reston.
Had you always found Larry Bell to be truthful?
Yes, I have.
You were like father and son.
We were very close.
Like father and son?
Yes.
Was Larry Bell always in the habit of discussing his personal affairs with you?
Well, like I said, we were very close.
Are you married, Sheriff?
I was divorced a couple of years ago.
That was your only marriage?
No, it was my second.
Oh, how did your first marriage end?
Divorce.
Well, tell me this, Sheriff. Were you in the habit of discussing your personal affairs with Larry Bell?
Objection. Sustained.
The expression making time, is that something Larry Bell may have borrowed from you?
No.
Or did you ever use the expression?
Objection. Sustained.
Larry Bell was a noted athlete, wasn't he?
One of the finest.
Do you know what the expression to score means?
Objection. Sustained.
Can you describe Larry Bell's demeanor when he told you he was making time with the babe from Baltimore?
I don't think I understand the question.
Was he smiling?
Yes, I believe he was.
Was it a cocksure smile or a smirk?
Objection. Sustained.
Can you describe the smile?
Well, I'd say it was more of a grin.
The kind of grin you associate with a man who succeeds with a woman.
Objection. Sustained.
Now, Sheriff Hoke, is it a fact that the State University Alumni Association a few years ago voted you the outstanding football player in the history of the school?
Oh, well, yes, that's a fact.
Did you graduate from State University?
Yes, I did.
Is it a fact that Larry Bell was a star halfback for Bolton High School?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me if many colleges offered him athletic scholarships?
Oh, yes, there are a great many.
Well, how many would you say?
At least 50.
And which college did he choose?
State University.
Because you advised him to do so?
Yes.
Because he was your protege and you wanted him to follow in your footsteps?
Yes.
Did Larry Bell graduate from State University?
No, he didn't.
What prevented him from graduating?
He flunked out.
I assume you're using that expression in the scholastic sense.
Yes, Larry failed in too many courses, and so he was expelled.
For academic failure?
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Do you recall the particular courses he failed?
Well, as a matter of fact, I do, yes. It was European history, English literature, and sociology.
Isn't it a fact that Larry Bell was being tutored in those very courses by an instructor who was on the payroll of the State University Athletic Department?
Yes, but that's common practice.
Has State University de-emphasized football?
No, we haven't.
Then a victory on the gridiron is as important today as it was in your time, is it not?
Probably so.
Wasn't Larry Bell a sophomore sensation for State University? By that I mean, wasn't he, more than any other man on the team, responsible for a highly successful football season?
Probably.
Sheriff, did you make any attempt to keep the university authorities from expelling Larry Bell?
Yes, I did.
Did you make a special trip to the campus?
I did.
And yet you failed. Why?
Well, like I told you, Larry failed in 3 subjects. He just couldn't knuckle down to studying.
Do you recall an incident occurring at State University in the same months of that year?
An incident?
Well, perhaps I used the wrong word. I'm referring to a collegiate prank commonly known as a panty raid.
Well, that was happening in lots of colleges, all over the country.
But it did happen at State University.
Yes, it did.
On April 12, 1955?
Well, I'd have to take your word for that.
Did Larry Bell ever mention anything about it to you?
No, he didn't.
Knowing Larry Bell, do you think he participated in this so-called prank?
I don't know.
You don't know Larry Bell?
I don't know whether he had anything to do with it.
Is the term panty raid perfectly clear to you?
Certainly. The boys raided some sororities and girl dormitories and made off with some feminine undergarments.
Where were those garments?
Oh, in dresser drawers or on the clotheslines, I guess.
Are you on the mailing list of the State University Tiger, the student newspaper?
I am.
Do you recall an item in the issue of April 15th, 1955? In the gossip column, Campus Capers.
I only read the sports pages.
Then you must have missed the following item. The Ivy Line has it from eyewitnesses that one not-so-sophomore-ish sophomore pilfered his trophy from a very petite and perturbed frosh co-ed.
No, I never read that item.
Do you recall the date Larry Bell was expelled from State University?
April 1955.
April 18?
I believe so.
Is it a fact, Sheriff Hoke, that the final examinations for the spring semester are held during the last week of the month of May?
It is.
Then Larry Bell was expelled at least 5 weeks prior to those examinations, was he not?
Something like that.
Sheriff, isn't it possible that you were innocently misled into believing that Larry Bell was expelled from State University merely because of academic failure? Thank you, Sheriff.
You did it again.
Thank you.
May I ask what the money is for?
Just a small advance on my fee.
You sounded most urgent over the telephone.
Can't tell you any more. It might incriminate me. Good night.
I'll pick you up at the courthouse at 11.
Slight correction. I'll see you in court Monday morning. Off the top.
Two to the dealer.
Opener bets 50.
Beats me.
No.
$50 and $200.
See the 250? Raise it 500.
Too much for me.
You do too. I'll call.
3 deuces full.
Straight's no good.
Too bad. Nice hand.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have you arrived at a verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
How find you? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Court is adjourned.
Mr. Blaine, congratulations. Thank you.
Jim, you did it again, boy. You know.
Thanks, Roland. Hello, darling.
Hi, baby. How are you?
Look who's here. If I offered the prosecutor a drink, would he object? What are you gentlemen drinking?
We can't stay long.
Thanks anyway.
Oh, I can't say I know how you feel. Hard as I try, I just can't seem to lose a case. What's this?
Subpoena.
Subpoena?
Grand jury? Is this on the level?
It is.
What's the charge?
Bribing a member of the jury, namely Mrs. Carol Morrow.
Ralph, you don't...
Hello, Billy.
Diane, come in. Gee, but I'm sure glad to see you.
Where's Jim?
I don't know. I was in the bedroom calling down for some breakfast, then I came in here and Jim's gone. How about some coffee?
Thank you.
I came in from Vegas last night as soon as I heard about the grand jury indicting Jim.
What's the story, Billy?
Simple, hair-raising. Jim was taken for $5,000 in a poker game out in some desert shack. Then a dame turned up with the money. A dame on the jury, Carol Morrow. And she's saying that Jim gave her the money as a bribe. How are the boys? Is Timmy taller than me yet?
They didn't feel so big yesterday.
Cut yourself?
I admit it. Would you arrest me for attempted suicide? You could turn me in for stealing your Jeep.
No, it's yours anytime you want it.
You know where I've been, don't you?
Staley's shack, I guess.
Should I have found him at home?
There's no telling about Staley.
No poker table, no chips.
Oh? You sure you found the right shack?
My only mistake was going there in the first place. Now, where will I find Staley?
He comes and goes.
And where does he go to?
You know something? I never got around to asking him. Have a drink?
No, thanks. You won't help me, then?
Yeah, I'll do all I can.
What about the other players?
Who were they?
Well, the introductions weren't exactly formal, but you mean to tell me you don't know the crowd that plays poker with Staley?
I'll try to round some of them up as soon as I can.
Sheriff, are you out to get me?
I wish you wouldn't think that.
Well, I hit you pretty hard in the courtroom.
You never raised your voice once.
Is Mrs. Morrow a friend of yours?
Every voter's a friend of mine.
Even if a voter commits perjury?
You know something, Mr. Blaine? I like to believe you, but it's not easy considering the evidence.
Say, where have you been?
Out in the desert looking for mirages.
2-car mirages?
No Staley, no poker table, no chips, no nothing.
A frame house, huh?
It's not too funny. Holt's building a beautiful frame.
And you'll have 10 years to admire it at the state's expense.
You selling me short?
Me sell you short? My memory's not that bad. Every morning when I wake up, I look to make sure there are no bars on the windows. If I were you, I'd go into a little Irish jig right now.
You would, huh?
A very attractive lady just checked in down the hall.
I'll try to find time.
It's Diane.
Diane?
408.
Why didn't you let me know?
I was waiting for your call.
I wasn't thinking. I haven't been thinking straight since they subpoenaed me. How are the kids?
Upset.
Why didn't you bring them?
It's not exactly a holiday.
I didn't bribe Mrs. Morrow.
How did she get the money?
Not from me. I lost the $5,000 in a poker game to some card sharps. And the man who got me into the game collected the money and turned it over to Mrs. Morrow.
Who is this man?
Nick Hoke, sheriff of Bolton County, friend of the late Larry Bell, foe of the Restons, and victim of a cross-examination by the incomparable James Gordon Blaine. Darling, I've hurt you, but I've never lied to you.
I believe you, Jim, and I want to help.
I'll move Billy out of my suite.
No, Jim, no.
I've never stopped loving you, needing you and the boys.
That's why I'm here, for their sake, not mine or yours.
Objection sustained. Thanks for being here.
Well, you tell him he better get in line, or come next November, he'll be running for the Woods instead of for the state senate. Right. Mm-hmm. I'll talk to you later. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
I ain't doing
Never mind, just put it down.
Mr. Blaine is here.
All right. Look scared. Come right in. Well, Mr. Blaine, do you recognize either one of them?
No.
You sure not?
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. All right, boys, I'm sorry. Welcome to Bolton, Mrs. Blaine.
Thank you.
You too, Mr. Giles.
Nice town you got here. The last time I came through, it was so quiet you could hear the pinball machines.
That's pretty funny. Say, I'll keep looking around. One of those poker players ought to turn up.
Thanks.
Lester Rawlings is vacationing in Desert Valley, staying at the Sun Club.
Why the social note?
Merely remembering a maxim about your profession. A lawyer who defends himself has a fool for a client.
That should be good for a laugh somewhere.
Forget it. I'm the exception to the rule.
Let's face it, Jim. You too can be a fool.
I'm defending myself.
Correction. You're also defending Timmy and Johnny.
Hello. Mr. and Mrs. Reston, my wife, Diane, and Billy Giles.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Hi.
Join us for a drink?
Well, thank you, no. We were just going inside.
When did you arrive?
This morning.
Oh? You have a very remarkable husband.
Yes, very remarkable.
Well, what's your complaint?
I just don't like the mess you made.
The mess I made?
I didn't ask you to bribe Mrs. Morrow. That was your own stupid idea.
If I ever hear you say that again, so help me, I'll kill you.
You mean you didn't give her the money?
No, Mrs. Reston, I didn't. My only mistake was in defending you and your idiot husband. In parting, may I say you deserve each other?
So the piano player said, well, hum a few bars and I'll fake it. That's rather amusing, don't you think? Uh-oh. Business calls. Pardon me, girls.
See you later.
Jim Blaine. I'm Lester Rawlings. We met a few years ago at Toots Shore's restaurant, I believe.
Of course. My wife, Diane, and Billy Giles.
Hello. Would you permit me to buy you all a drink?
Well, thanks,
I could use one. Thank you.
Well, good, good. Every time I get a chance to escape from the city, I come down here. It's a great place to relax.
You hear that, Jim? You're supposed to relax. It's a local law.
I hear I took the Reston case away from you.
That was more of a hot potato than a case, wasn't it?
I wish I'd have said that.
What's your opinion?
Opinion of what?
The indictment against me.
Am I to answer that as an acquaintance or as your lawyer?
Why the business pitch? You want to deduct the drinks from your taxes?
We're interested in a legal opinion, Mr. Rawlings.
I'd prefer to hear Jim speak for himself.
Is this your way of getting the Reston fee?
Oh, no. I'm not asking for a cent.
What's in it for you, then? Trying to prove you're a better lawyer than I am?
Well, for your sake, I hope I am.
Mr. Rawlings, can you give us an idea of what your defense tactics are going to be?
Well, my first tactic is not to reveal my tactics.
Considering the local prejudice against Jim Blaine, are you planning to move the trial to Capital City?
The only thing I plan to move is the jury. Well, that covers everything, I believe.
One more question, please.
Yes, Mr. Adams.
Will the defense be a joint effort?
I believe that Jim Blaine is the greatest trial lawyer since the late Clarence Darrow. But in this case, Mr. Blaine is going to be the defendant, that and nothing more.
Is that so, Jim?
You heard the man.
I just can't picture you as a defendant, Jim. My idea of a defendant is somebody like Benson Powell.
Yes, well, thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, and good night.
Good night, Mr. Rawlings. Thank you. Bye.
Would you excuse us, Mr. Giles? I would like to confer with my client.
Oh, Billy can stay.
Oh, it's okay. I got to see a man about a horse.
I'll see you later.
There's one point we haven't discussed as yet. The possibility of defeat.
You say possibility or probability?
Please, Jim.
Forgive me for injecting this depressing and pessimistic note, but we must prepare for all eventualities.
Shall I have my tailor fit me for sackcloth and ashes?
Better let Billy Giles handle the humor department, Jim. You and I have some very sober decisions to reach.
Such as?
Well, for one, the advisability of making a deal.
What the hell are you talking about?
Should your case appear to be lost, I would like to be able to approach the prosecution.
And plead guilty?
I'm merely trying to cover all of the angles. The purpose being to keep you out of the state penitentiary.
Mr. Rawlings, do you believe my husband bribed Mrs. Morrow?
Well, let's not go into that.
Please answer my question.
Perhaps you'd better answer your wife. Set her straight.
Well, you're the one that needs to be set straight. You're through before you begin. You better get out of here before I break your jaw. You want a drink?
No, thank you. I'm going to bed.
Look, was I out of line?
No.
You referred to me as your husband.
Did I?
Please stay. I need you. You're still legally man and wife.
Did that stop you with Charlene Reston?
Jim.
Yeah.
Easy on the bottle, please. Your defense is in your own hands now. Mrs. Morrow?
Yes, what is it?
I'd like to speak to you. I'm Mrs. Blaine. May I come in?
Go away. Go away.
Please, please, I must
Leave
talk
me
to
alone.
you.
Leave me alone.
Quit it. I said, quit it!
Oh, please, Nick, don't make me go through with it.
There's no other way.
I'm frightened. I'm frightened.
I keep telling you. It's all worked out.
What'll happen to me when he gets me on the stand? Oh, please, Nick.
That's why we're in this, because of what Blaine did to me in the stand. Get this through your head. It's not that New York lawyer you have to be afraid of. It's me.
Well, good luck, Jim.
Thanks. You got those descriptions with you?
Yeah, all I need is a Sherlock Holmes hat. Don't worry, Jim. If any of those card sharks are in Vegas, I'll fish them out.
All right. So long. Take care of yourself.
Bye, Billy.
I'll be seeing you.
Well, the coach comes across the locker room, takes one look at my shoes, and flings them against the wall. These ain't Hulk shoes, he said. How do you expect him to get past the secondary? What do you suppose happened? I get... All right. Break it up. Come on, move. Pronto. Sorry.
And this $5,000, introduced into evidence, is what Mr. Blaine gave you.
Yes.
Thank you, Mrs. Morrow. You may cross-examine.
Mrs. Morrow, how long have you been a widow?
6 years.
Now, you said that on the night in question, I forced you to stop your car on a dark highway. You said that I got into your car and gave you $5,000 to make certain you would vote to acquit my clients. Is that your testimony?
Yes, it is.
Now, inasmuch as I seem to be a victim of amnesia, would it be possible for you to tell me in detail what was said and by whom, as well as you can recall?
I'll try.
Thank you. Now, who spoke first?
You did. You said, good evening, Mrs. Morrow. I hope I didn't alarm you.
And then what was said?
Well, I said nothing. You got in the car, sat down, and offered me a cigarette.
Do you recall the brand?
No, I don't.
Well, then who spoke?
Well, you did. You said, You're a widow, aren't you? And I said, yes, I am. And then you said, your husband was a war hero, I understand.
And what did you say?
I didn't say anything. I choked up.
And what did I say?
You said nothing. You took out an envelope and handed it to me. Then you said, put this in your purse.
And did you put it in your purse?
No, I didn't. I said, what is it?
And how did I answer you?
Some insurance I'm buying, that's what you said.
And what did you say to that sales pitch?
I don't know. I said something silly like, I don't sell insurance.
Mrs. Morrow, what are you trying to sell this court?
Nothing. Nothing but the truth.
Is truth for sale?
Objection. Sustained.
Mrs. Morrow, have you ever run afoul of the law?
No.
Have you ever had any difficulty with your taxes?
No.
Have you ever been involved in a lawsuit?
No.
Have you ever committed any traffic violations?
No.
You're a law-abiding citizen.
I do the best I can.
Are you in debt?
No.
Are you addicted to drugs?
No.
To drinking?
No.
To gambling?
No.
Are you being blackmailed by anybody?
No.
Are you pressed for money?
No.
You own a beauty parlor?
Yes.
You're the sole owner?
Yes.
Your business is profitable?
Yes.
Now, Mrs. Morrow, you have described yourself as a decent, law-abiding citizen. You own your own business. You're a woman of property and propriety. Do you want the court and this jury to believe that a person of your character and your standing in the community would accept a bribe of $5,000 from anyone, let alone a New York lawyer? Please answer my question.
I didn't know what I was doing.
You didn't know what you were doing.
I didn't know what to do.
Did you ask anyone what you should do?
No, I was afraid to.
Well, who were you afraid of? Me?
Yes.
Did I threaten you with physical violence?
No.
Did I threaten you at all?
No.
Are you afraid right this minute?
Yes.
Of me?
Yes.
Because I might show the court that you're perjuring yourself?
I'm telling the truth.
So help you God?
Yes.
Does the tone of my voice disturb you?
Yes.
Do you dislike me?
Yes.
Do you hate me?
Yes.
Because I'm a New York lawyer?
Yes.
Because I defended the Restons?
Yes.
You wanted to send the Restons to prison, didn't you?
Yes.
You want to see me go to prison, don't you?
Yes.
You're lying now because you hate me, isn't that so?
I'm not lying.
You do hate me, don't you?
Yes, I hate you.
And your hate for me is so strong that you'd do anything to destroy me.
Yes, yes. Yes, I hate you. Every time I think of your dirty, filthy money. Every time I feel the pangs of my conscience, I want to see you suffer as much as I've suffered since you've done this thing to me.
Fool. Poor fool.
Pay 19.
I had better luck at Staley's shack. Didn't I bump into you there some time ago?
What did you say?
Staley's place in Desert Valley.
Never worked there. Never even heard of the place.
Hit me. Must have been two other guys. That's a good name for this game. Blackjack.
Better luck next time.
You were so great, you had me believing you.
Nick, I'm worried. Come over to the house, please.
Don't wait up for me.
Nick, please.
My other phone's ringing. We can't afford to take any chances now. Good night, baby. Hello?
Nick, Sal Morrison.
Where are you calling from?
Vegas. Listen, Billy Giles just spotted me.
I told you to lay low.
But, Nick, I had to work. I was short.
You lame brain. What did you tell him?
I played dumb. Honest, I did, Nick. But he's on his way to Bolton with a picture of me.
A picture? Did you autograph it for him?
Giles got it from the manager. Listen, it's a picture of the casino in 9 minutes. But good.
Get out of Vegas, Cal. Get lost somewhere, and don't let me find you.
Could sell me the 1,000 Islands whenever he talks to me. That man could sell me Niagara Falls, could sell me the National Forest. Remarkable, isn't he? Billy Giles, boy detective.
Why don't you go to bed, Jim?
Oh, I couldn't sleep if I wanted to. Cross-examining Mrs. Morrow all night.
You're not thinking of putting her on the stand again?
Well, that's not where I'd like to see her.
Don't throw anything at me, Jim, but she was convincing.
May I come in?
Sure. What glad tidings do you bring?
It's bad news.
What happened? Mrs. Morrow confessed she was lying on the stand?
It's about Billy Giles. He's dead.
Dead?
Oh, no.
How'd it happen?
Highway accident, about 10 miles out of Desert Valley. He missed a curve. His car plunged down a ravine and burned up. I think he was killed instantly. Anyway, they've got him in the hospital morgue.
I got bad news for you. I'm going to get you on the stand.
I expected as much. I'm awfully sorry about Billy Giles. He was one of my favorites from way back.
Would you like to go to the hospital with me, Jim?
No, thanks. I'll go over later. You know what Billy said to me after his trial? I guess I never told you this. He said, where do I go now, Jim? I said, anywhere you please. You're a free man. He said, am I? Doesn't God know what you and I know? I tried to tell him how important laughter was, how much of it he had to give. I said, how do I open my act now? Funny thing happened to me on the way to the electric chair.
This way. Well, how you feeling today?
All right.
Good. Recognize them?
No.
Come here. Stick out your hands. They look like they've been in a brawl.
Not with me, they haven't.
You sure now?
I'm sure.
All right. Get out of town, pronto. I kind of figured I had them. Maybe if you could give me a better description of them.
Come to think of it, they both look like you. You can save that phony laugh for the witness stand. When I get through with you, you'll wish I'd gone to work on you with a baseball bat.
Exactly my sentiments.
Pardon me, please. Excuse me. Right.
Raise your right hand. You swear the testimony you're about to give this court is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
State your name.
Nick Hoke.
Be seated.
Sheriff Hoke, do you recall the verdict in the Reston case?
How could I forget that?
Did you agree with the verdict?
No.
Was the verdict a disappointment to you?
Yes.
A bitter disappointment?
Yes.
One of the most bitter disappointments in your life?
Yes.
You resented the Restons, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Because they were rich, society people from Desert Valley?
Because they murdered Larry Bell.
You believe this with all your heart?
I do.
You believe that in their case, justice was thwarted?
Yes, I do.
Do you realize that you lost the case for the state?
No, I don't.
Other people realize it, don't they?
I wouldn't know about that.
Well, didn't Mr. Mitchell, the prosecutor, tell newspaper men that it was my cross-examination of you that defeated him?
I don't know what he told them.
It was in all the newspapers. Don't you read the papers?
I don't believe everything I read.
What do you believe?
That you're a sharp lawyer.
Let me return the compliment. You're the sharpest sheriff I've ever encountered. Are you a vengeful person, Sheriff?
I'm human.
Human enough to understand that I've severely damaged your stature and reputation?
I can't answer that till the next election.
You intend to run for re-election to your office?
Yes, I do.
Would you say it would be helpful to your cause if I were convicted?
Probably.
Then you're interested in having the jury return a verdict of guilty?
Oh, that isn't my job.
I didn't ask about your job. I asked about your interest.
Well, I think that justice will be done.
What is justice in this case?
That's for the jury to decide.
Well, what have you decided?
It's not my decision to make.
You do make decisions, however, don't you?
When I have to, yes.
Weren't you forced to make a fateful decision about me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about conspiracy. Do you understand the meaning of the word?
Of course I do.
Would you admit, if the court decides in my favor, that I was a victim of conspiracy?
I'll abide by the jury's verdict.
Wouldn't a verdict of not guilty mean that the jury believes I was a victim of conspiracy?
I guess so.
Assuming that such is their verdict, that would mean that some person or persons unknown did willfully plot to ruin my reputation and throw me into prison, would it not?
Could be.
This would also involve Mrs. Carol Morrow, would it not?
Might.
And if the jury feels that I have told the truth, then it must assume that Mrs. Morrow was lying. Isn't that right?
I guess so.
Would it not also be possible that Rod Staley and his poker companions could be involved in the same conspiracy?
Oh, I couldn't say about that.
Remember now, hypothetically at least, I have been acquitted. Then if I did lose the money in a poker game and the same money turned up in Mrs. Morrow's possession, does it not stand to reason that someone other than I gave the money to Mrs. Morrow?
I don't follow you.
Shall I repeat the question for you?
If it's important enough for you.
Isn't your name and reputation important to you?
I'm not on trial
Will
here.
you admit that I am?
Yes.
Will you also admit this, that it was you who told me about the poker games at Staley's house?
Yes.
And wasn't it you who specifically invited me to participate in a poker game at Staley's house on the night of February 24?
Yes.
And didn't you tell me I could use your Jeep to get to Staley's house?
Yes.
Why were you doing these things?
Well, I was just trying to oblige you.
Why would you want to oblige me?
Well, I try to oblige all of my friends.
Do you mean to tell this court that you regarded me as your friend?
Well, yes.
Now, Mr. Hoke, how could I ever be your friend? I'm a New York lawyer. The last time I had you on the stand, I made a fool of you. I've got you on the stand this moment trying to make a liar, a perjurer, and a conspirator out of you. And you persist in regarding me as a friend. Can you tell the court any incident, moment, time, or place, when or where I showed any sign of friendship for you?
Your Honor, may I remind Mr. Blaine that he is conducting a direct examination and that he is attempting to impeach his own witness.
It's all right. I'll answer the question.
Objection withdrawn.
Well, it was the first day we met. We were driving across the desert in my Jeep and talking about Larry Bell and football, and you said something that kind of surprised me. You mentioned that you'd seen me play once, and you even remembered the game and the date and the pass that I caught to make a touchdown. And you remember that I was an All-American, but it's something that I missed out on. But the way you said it, it made me feel good. Made me feel real friendly toward you. Well, I know I felt that way because after that, I told you something real personal, something that I'd never tell anybody who wasn't a friend.
Jim, can't you get a postponement of the trial?
Why, it's about over.
Wouldn't it be a good idea to bring in another lawyer for the summation?
Mighty Blaine has struck out, hasn't he?
It's time for decisions, not self-pity.
There'll be a new defense attorney in court tomorrow.
Who will he be?
The man you deserved and never got. Sleep?
No.
I can't even sit still.
You need a drink.
No, thanks. Sun will be coming up soon.
There'll be no sleep in court.
Got a lot to think about. Strange, new sorts. You want one of my sleeping pills?
Everybody rise. Superior Court of the County of Bolton is now in session. The Honorable David L. Johnson, judge presiding. Be seated.
Counsel for the defense may begin his closing argument.
Gentlemen of the jury, you have heard the prosecution refer to me as the criminal lawyer. My only complaint is he seemed to stress the word criminal rather than the word lawyer. Let me tell you how I became a criminal lawyer. First of all, my ambition was to be a corporation lawyer. To have an office in Wall Street, a home in an exclusive suburb, and all the wealth and prestige that I could win. After passing my bar examinations, I knocked on the door of every reputable law firm in New York. But no luck. Why? Because I was a night school lawyer. I stood no chance against the men from the Ivy League law schools. To eat, I became a process server. I drove a taxi. I delivered Christmas mail. Until one day, someone remembered I was a lawyer. That someone was a ward leader. It seems a boy was being tried for burglary, a hopeless case. And I was paid $25 to go through the motions. Well, the boy was acquitted. And after a few more cases like that, the underworld discovered me. And soon I was the mouthpiece for racketeers, murderers, dope peddlers, and panderers. My fame increased. My cases were used. And now I was a big criminal lawyer. My fees were exorbitant. Now my clients came from big money and high society. I asked only 3 questions. Could the client pay my fee? Would the case be front page news? And could I win the case? And I won my cases. Until the word went around, if you're guilty, get James Gordon Blaine. That was my reputation. I must confess I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every moment in the courtroom. It was a stage for me, and I never failed to be the principal actor in the drama. I enjoyed the celebration and the notoriety. I enjoyed gambling with life and death. This note of apology is not for my profession, but rather for my own behavior. Or, if you will, misbehavior. Bear this in mind, please. None of us is immune to accusations and indictments. They strike the innocent and guilty alike. And when it happens to you, you demand an experienced and successful lawyer. I could spend hours telling you of innocent men imprisoned and executed because of clumsy and uninspired defenses. A good example of this is the case now before you. During this trial, I have proved the old saying that the lawyer who defends himself has a fool for a client. I've bungled it badly. I've failed to establish my innocence. And I'm sure that at this moment, the verdict of each of you gentlemen is guilty as charged. Take, for example, my cross-examination of Mrs. Carol Morrow. With Mrs. Morrow, I lost my sense of detachment. And I lost my head. I hurled questions wildly, hostilely, for I knew that truth was on my side. Well, you know what happened. When I sprung the trap for Mrs. Morrow, it wasn't she who fell into it. It was I. And as she lay there in a dead faint, I stood here not like a great criminal lawyer, but rather like the village idiot. Or take my direct examination of Sheriff Hoke. This time, I vowed I wouldn't be trapped by a big lie. And I wasn't. Instead, I was destroyed by the truth. Yes, the truth. A truth crowded out of a mind possessed with just one thought, that I was being framed by Nick Hoke. And yet, these errors seem minor and unimportant when I think of the one glaring and shameful error of my entire career. My blindness to the sanctity of the court. Collier's magazine, in referring to the Reston trial, called it the case of the tattered dress. I think this case now before you might be called the second case of the tattered dress. The tattered dress of justice. I readily confessed to my part in that assault. But I contend that justice has been attacked on a far greater scale. By mob passion, by provincialism, by prejudice, and by conspiracy. In our courts, we aspire to justice. Because we are men and not gods, we don't always achieve it. But remember this, there is no other system for the governing of men. No other except violence. Beyond the walls of this court lies the city. And within the city, as in all cities, there are alleys. In the jungle dark of one of those alleys a few nights ago, I was attacked. Think of the alley, please, and think hard. Think of what happened there in the darkness. It was a trial. I, the accused, was confronted by two men masked in darkness, cloaked in the stolen majesty of this court, and smeared with the blood of outraged justice. These nameless men arrested me. They accused me, they indicted me, they judged me, they sentenced me, and they were executing me. An execution halted only by the sound of running feet. The sound of men from the 20th century running from the quiet lamplit street just outside that alley of darkness. Because of them, I escaped with my life. But keep this in mind. I was not alone. In every act of violence, justice is also a victim. Gentlemen of the jury, for the sake of justice, make your choice well. Shall it be the court, or shall it be the alley?
Nick.
This is pretty stupid, isn't it?
Nick, I'm worried. I'm worried sick.
You look it.
Why is the jury out so long?
It's one way to get a free meal.
Nick, come over to the house, please.
Look, baby, from here on out, you'll be lucky if I tip my hat to you on the street.
Nick, you're joking. You're joking.
Some joke. Like I caught a long pass. Nobody between me and the goal line, and I tripped and fell on my face.
Nick, we'll go away someplace. Any place you say.
The only one that leaves this town is that New York lawyer. Either in handcuffs or in a pine box.
But, Nick...
Jury in.
No, not yet. Hi.
You know what the boys think about your performance?
It was no performance.
I have to level with you. I'm not sold it was all for real. And it's not just me. You haven't sold the other newspaper men or the public. They're even saying that the way you tripped yourself up with Mrs. Morrow and Hoke, well, it was all part of the act.
Act? If that was an act, may God strike me dead.
Sorry, Jim, that's the way it is.
Jim, I know what you're thinking, and I don't like it. Darling, if we have to, we'll live this down.
Last night I thought I was home again. Now I know I can't go home. Not just yet.
Be seated.
Gentlemen of the jury, have you arrived at a verdict?
We have, Your Honor.
How find you? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Mr. Blaine, congratulations.
Thank you.
Any comment, Sheriff?
Comment? Yeah, sure. When you hear the gun, it'll be the end of the game.
There she is. Move forward. Move forward.
How do you feel about the break, Mrs. Morrow? Oh, come on, give us a break.
Leave me alone.
Here comes Blaine. How about a statement, Jim?
Save it for the hotel.
Are you going to press charges against Hoke and Mrs. Morrow?
Later. Ask me at the hotel.
Hold it, please.
This way, Mr. Blaine.
May we have one more?
Jim, how do I begin to apologize?
I think our apologies cancel out each other.
Thanks. Well, I'd better file my story.
Ralph, you can also wire Benson Powell. Tell him we'll talk to him.
Who's Benson Powell?
A man in prison, in need of a lawyer.
Let's go home.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.